All right, it's media day. We are talking 9-5A Division One. We've moved up to Division One now, and we're talking with Galveston Ball head coach Sheldon Bennight. Coach, uh, let's first just talk about the district. Let's just get right into the district because you spent 2 years where, man, you can't say this, but I'll say it. You didn't have as much comp as you would like. You probably weren't feeling you were overly prepared for the playoffs because maybe your starters were playing 2 quarters and then sitting for the rest of the time. A lot
Right.
different now. Now you got a Barbers Hill in there. You got some Baytown teams. You got Lufkin coming in, Port Arthur Memorial. Talk about the district and is there a sense of excitement that now that you can really polish up your squad and get ready for that postseason?
There is, and I think there's some excitement for the kids too. There a couple of, the last alignment when I first got here was we had Port Arthur and Baytown and Beaumont. There wasn't Barbers Hill, but and we played Angleton that year, which is now out. That was the original team, but so it's our seniors are going to be familiar with these some of these teams. So that part is not an issue. And I think the excitement of having some competition throughout the year is going to push these kids. So you know, uh, but just we got some work cut out for us. So don't get me wrong, but the idea of going to the playoffs prepared, feeling like you're battle tested, and we fought through some situations. That excites me, because I felt like I shortchanged the kids the last couple of years. The first year, out of ignorance, basically, I didn't know how to really handle it. We were so out of shape that it showed in the playoffs. Last year, we were not so out of shape. We really tried to prepare for that, but we weren't prepared to fight through tough games, tough times, tough situations, and I think our kids learned a lot from that. So it's more of an excitement than anything, but we also know that every day we're in the weight room and every day we're on the field, we're competing against 9-5A opponents.
Right.
So and we've scheduled pretty well in the pre district. So between Manville, Friendswood, and Texas City is always a battle for us. Because it's a battle of the causeway. So it's a knockdown drag out every year. So it's going to be an interesting season. I'm excited about it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. That's the other flip of the coin is not only do you have a tougher district, but you have less teams in the district, which means you can toughen up your non-district as well. So you could really be prepared there. You mentioned 3 teams. Is there a fourth non-district team, or is it just 3?
Oh yeah, it's West Houston. I'm
West
sorry,
Houston. Okay,
I
no, that's
got
all right.
caught on Texas City there, but yeah, it's a Houston West Side. Well, I'm sorry, I said West Houston. Houston West Side. So we picked them up. Was not expecting. I had every scenario covered except for a 17 district.
Yeah.
Uh, so we scrambled around there. We had one, we didn't have one, and it was kind of a madhouse at realignment there for just a little while. And I got back to the school and got a phone call, and we set it up real quick. So it's Houston West Side is our fourth game.
Well, let me get the question out that everybody wants to hear, and obviously we did a story at the end of the year last year.
Mhm.
Jonah Williams, he's now in a district where he can flourish and see his skill level. You know, I'm assuming you're going to have him on both sides of the ball again. Talk about his skill level and just how you laugh a little bit. It's difficult to keep that man off the field, right? I mean, he's got to be out there all the time. Maybe you leave him off on
Yeah,
extra points, but other than that. Talk about his skill
I
level and
laugh.
how you think he'll do in this district.
Well, I laugh because he plays on some extra point too. But no, you said both sides of the ball, but he's a mainstay on our special teams too. He can't anytime the ball's in the air, you want him on the field. So uh, he's as athletic as he is. I mean, there's been a lot of great athletes that come through, and I've coached a lot of great athletes, and I've coached athletes with Power Five and pro ability. But what sets Jonah apart is his mind and his understanding of the game. His football IQ is out the roof. I don't care if you're talking about offense, defense, special teams. He gets it on one. His ability to adjust in the middle of a game sets him apart. And any coach that's coached players with and without that ability understands the difference, and that's huge. I don't care what kind of athletic ability you have. The kids that can adjust and that understand the game, they're going to make your team better. And Jonah has, he has head to toe has all those qualities, those attributes. So he's a great player, and it's like I said, his one of the best things about him is his upbringing. At home they do a great job preparing him, and he's accepting of coaching, and he has the whole gamut. So we're very fortunate to have him, and I hate that he's a senior. At the same time, I love that he's going to be a senior and see what his future holds. So we're excited.
Absolutely. And we're in the middle of spring ball here. I'm assuming over there in Galveston, you wander onto the field, you got a lot of experience coming back, especially the skill positions on offense. You got some defensive players coming back. When you wander onto that field and you take a look at these guys working out, where's your eyes going as far as looking for somebody to step up to fill a void that you may have for this season?
Well, football starts and always starts and finishes up front. So that's what I'm looking for right now. Somebody to step up, especially the younger kids. I don't worry about the kids with experience. Now, we're not doing a padded spring ball. We're doing non-padded, where we do some things, put some jerseys on so we don't rip shirts and all that. But so it's kind of you kind of give and take and understand the part, the positives and negatives. The difficult part about that being an offensive lineman or defensive lineman, but at the same time, you're able to see some of these younger kids with some ability step up and gain some confidence and get a lot of reps in and learn from these older kids. And so that's what we're looking for. Like I say, you mentioned the skill kids. Well, we know what our skill kids can do, and we work on little things with them, and we ask them to teach our younger kids a lot just by example. And they hear us talking to the older kids and the way we speak to them, and allows us to speak to those younger kids in the same manner, and then they're able to learn the same way, as much as they can. So, but it's for us, it's about reps and about checking out up front, developing these younger kids, and a lot of them are stepping up and having a pretty good spring. So we're excited about it.
Well, we're excited too. I can't wait for this thing to get started. I know we're 4 months away, but hey, we can talk about it whenever we want because we're in the state of Texas, right? We talk about it tomorrow if we want to. But I'm looking forward to seeing how your team does in this new district. Coach, thank you very much for joining me.
Well, I am too. I appreciate it, Ward.